I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Clock now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And some room to work. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 28 yards. yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Bang, bang. Lock it. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Go. Go. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Watch the backer.
From the gun, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, it's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. It's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos, nothing.
On first down, Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They find some up. There goes Mark Ingram. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Wide receiver.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The tackle.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Gain of 13 yards. And a Raven first down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Got Gordon open, completes it. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
On the coverage.
To throw again. Locke. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
That's caught inside the 20.
Oh, it don't matter.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert. We're taking wins home. 47
Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards, and the Ravens add on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, Locke. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
6-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
40's the line. Squeeze. I got one.
Operating from the gun. Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Drew Locke.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 40, Mike 40. All day, dog.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to
Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Pass intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
56, 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete, out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Push it back. Push it back.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
I got it. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there.
Yeah, baby. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Block now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 1st down, Allen completes it to Hardman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Draw play. Ingram now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's 2nd and inches.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
Broncos 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Get him! Check. 40's mine.
Now it's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Tonight's finals.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.